Okay, can everyone see an Excel spreadsheet here? Perfect. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is just what I did during conference. So we'll start that process. So once you have it open, oh, I still got people coming in. Once you have it open, the first thing that you'll want to do is select the column. Oh, and just to add to you guys, we're recording this, so I'll have this saved somewhere so you can go back and access it later. We should have that up on the knowledge base sometime next week. So once you have your zip code selected, all you do is go to Analyze Data. It should be at the top right when you have home selected here. And it's going to automatically give you a count for restaurants in each postal code. And you just click on Insert Pivot Table. It inserts it there for you automatically. And then all you have to do from here is click on Insert at the top. And then you see this map globe icon. Click the little drop down button and click on your map. Simple as that. So during the conference, I explained that what you needed to do was lift this up one column. I didn't really explain why. So since we have some more time now, I'll let you know. So you see this map right here, it's including that total number right here. So you really don't see a difference in the color of the map. And that's the only reason why we did that next step here. So see how it's got 1372 here? If I go down and I bring this up just one column, now you can see a difference in the number of restaurants per zip code. So it's hard to tell from here because you're seeing the whole state. So to dive a little bit deeper into the map, you just click on it once and then right click and you see Format Data Series. Click that button. Then we want to adjust the map area from automatic to only the region with data. And now we can see the zip codes with the most restaurants. They're going to be the darkest ones to the lightest ones. And this is what you're going to want to be looking at when you are separating out your quadrants. It just makes it a little bit easier. You don't have to do it this way. If you're able to, look at your list or your restaurant count, or even going off of the map that we provided during conference, you can look at that and divide it up. But this is just a different way of looking at your data. So it's hard for me to really see this, so I'm just going to click Control and scroll in a little bit to get a better view of the map. Okay. So I'm not familiar with this territory, but if this was your territory, you would know, where the highways are going and the best way to split it up. But we're going to start by just looking at the counts here and the zip codes. So I'm just going to say, let's see, we'll just grab like this little section here. So even though it's only a couple of zip codes, there's not too many going on right here. That's a lot of restaurants that you're going to hit because there's two big ones that have a lot of restaurants in it. So what you can do, this is the easiest way that we've thought of here at home office, is to hover over them. All you have to do, you don't have to click anything. You just hover over the zip code and it tells you that this zip code 32034 has 99 restaurants. So I'm just going to jot down 32034. Then I'm going to move on to the next one, 32097. Now, again, this is just saying that this right here, this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's our first quadrant. That's all we're going to be playing with right now. Okay, which is 32097, 32046, 32011, 32218. Okay, so I've grabbed these 5 zip codes. So say that was our quadrant 1, we canvassed them. Now I want to use my out scraper to grab the emails. So I'm going to go back to the full list here. And the easiest thing to do, I think that maybe some of you guys are overthinking it, but what I would just do once I have the zip codes for my quadrant, literally just filter them. You're going to filter for those zip codes. So I'm going to unselect everything And let's see, I bet this will be easier if I put this in to A to Z. The first one was 32034. I'm going to select that one. 32097. That one. 32046. That one. 32011. And lastly, 32218. 2218. There we go. And then click OK. So now we have only restaurants with those 5 zip codes selected. So what I'm going to do is just grab all of this data. Right click and copy. I'm going to open up a new tab over here. You could do a new tab or a new sheet, whatever you're comfortable with, but you just want to get that data on a different page. And here we go. Then if you just wanted to get the ones with emails, so to let you guys know, with Outscraper, it does, if you paid for Outscraper, or if you pulled it yourself, it should have the email addresses on there. If you did not pay for Outscraper and you only got a copy because of the conference, yours isn't going to include the email addresses. If you do want a copy with your email addresses, you can definitely reach out and I'll pull you a copy of your Outscraper with email addresses included. It's just a $35 charge. So let me go to the right here. And on an Outscraper list, the first column with email addresses is B1. So I'm going to filter this A to Z. So now I have everything with an email address at the top. And I'm just going to scroll down. These are the ones without email addresses. Even with Outscraper, you don't get an email with every single line item. It's only if they were able to find an email address on Google for that restaurant. So there's quite a few of them here that don't have emails. So while you're canvassing, you want to make sure to try to get as many emails as possible. That way you can add them to your list and you'll have the most emails to send over to us. And that's it. Then you could go ahead, save this and send it over to us. And then marketing will get that email campaign started for you. Simple as that. All right. Any questions?
Hey everyone, it's Nicole. I just want to bring up a couple of reminders too. One, you can send this file over as is if you want to marketing, but we did also put a template on both the newsletter this week and on Connect Team that really helps us tone down this list to the items that we need for marketing. The other thing too is if you are doing your 100-day plan, just keep in mind that you are to work on your 100-day plan. And then after those first 100 days, the marketing plan will follow. So if you are currently a newer franchisee and you are in the 100-day plan, then you would be working that system. And then after those 100 days, this system will follow. Any questions anyone has about what Angela just went over? Or about the marketing plan and where they're supposed to be? Because I would love to hear who has ordered their door tags. Anybody? Am I talking to myself?
Mhm. We're not using door tags. We're using just our standard door knock kits.
Perfect. So you have those at
Yeah, we don't want to hang up an open tag like that.
okay. Does anyone else have their door tags ready to go? Or
I
they're
try them. I was gonna just do the packages like I have been, but it seems like a lot of my restaurants already have probably received 2 packages since I've, been in business for the last year. So I'm gonna try the door tags as a different way to reach out. So I'm
okay.
gonna order them today.
Okay, perfect. And then who has printed their referral letter yet?
I'm a brown noser.
No, that's great. We appreciate you already printing them out, or if you're ordering them, has anyone ordered them? All right. Well, keep in mind if you have not printed them out or ordered them, they are on that new wonderful spot that we created on the Boss, to where you can go in and easily change the template. You can, personalize it just for yourself and order them as well. So, any questions for anybody?
Yeah, one question. Um, when you say we send this list for a email campaign, what email campaign is that?
That's the one that we went over at conference. It's an email campaign that's going to be a little bit more personalized. It says, hey, look at the restaurants are selling in the Palm Coast area for. Are you ready to sell? So we're kind of narrowing down our marketing, and it's a total of 6 different emails that are going to be going out. And we did go over those in conference.
Well, are those so I did 2 email drip campaigns to my entire list over the last year. So what I'll be sending out this time to just my first quadrant that's going to be something different.
It is
It'll
going to
a
be
little-
slightly
okay.
different.
Okay, good.
I mean,
Perfect.
we do obviously analyze the data and see what works within those emails to get people to click. So they will be similar, but different at the same time.
Thank you.
And if
I have a quick
anybody
question.
wants, we started out Scraper back in December, so it may have been a while since we've pulled a list for you. And just to remind everyone, it's only $35. If you wanted an updated list, just shoot me an email. I can have it to you within an hour. Really, depending on how many territories you have, of course, because sometimes it can take it a while if there's a lot of territories or a lot of zip codes in there.
That was my question. I was going to ask you when the last time you pulled ours was. And I don't think I ever got it because you guys pulled it and just did the drip campaign. I don't think I have the actual list. And I may be totally incorrect on that. But is there a way for you to look and tell me? I'll email you and see when our last list was pulled.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what? I have it literally right in front of me, so I can I can actually tell you now. Let me take a look. And if anybody else is unsure of when they maybe last pulled theirs, I can tell you.
Okay, and do you guys remember what our goal is for this first week coming up with our new strategy? We've had it in the newsletter and we've had it, we went over it. It's in your marketing book. But let's just kind of do a little bit of a recap here. So let me grab my sheet real quick. So remember, we're going to want to reach out to 50 referral partners, which is why I was asking you if you had that mail ready, to see if you had printed it or if you ordered them to print. So we want to make sure that we get those referral partners out. And anyone want to remind me what those referral partners look like?
Accountants.
Chamber of Commerce, professional organizations, lawyers, accountants, other brokers.
Yeah, don't forget about your local real estate agents as well, right? Those can also be some great referral partners because this is not their wheelhouse. So don't forget about that as a resource. I'm sure if you go to your own personal Facebook page, you could probably find 15 different people that are realtors. So very, very easy to find those.
Just keep it the 100-day plan.
Okay.
I was able to find a lot of referral partners on LinkedIn because you can search. I have the sales navigator. It's like $70 a month. And I was able to search by different job fields, and people would pop up that were in those job fields in my area. And that was a great way for me to fire off a little more personal message because they can kind of see my LinkedIn versus just a company following them. And I got a couple of really good contacts.
Perfect. So week 1, we're going to mail 15 referral partners and we're going to tag 50 doors. So however that looks in your area, you want to door tag 50 doors in your focus quadrant. So that's pretty exciting. Want to make sure we're also going to like and follow 25 accounts. And those lovely templates we spent a lot of time making for you all. You guys are going to publish 2 social media posts. You also want to try to network and get 2 referral meetings or calls. So this is all for 1 week. This is, we have it broken down so you guys do only so much per week, but our focus quadrant is quadrant 1. And every week, this is what we're going to be doing. We're going to be remailing 15 referral partners, door tagging 50 doors, liking and following 25 social media accounts. I want you to I'm going to say it so many times, you're going to hear it in your sleep. You're going to publish 2 times on social media a week, and you're going to network with 2 referral meetings and calls. And then from our side, we're going to go ahead and make sure your email messages are going out. Okay.
I have a question. If anybody has a great way or an easy way of getting emails out of people, it's really hard sometimes. I mean, you can just straight out ask, but the people who are at the front door don't always want to give you that information. If the
I mean, I
others,
can tell you as a business owner, my employees are trained not to give it out.
right?
We'll take yours, but no, if anyone gives them my email address, I mean, it becomes like it can turn into a write-up to them. So yeah, I'm not surprised, and I totally understand and respect, because I would ream my team members if they gave out my email address or my phone number.
Mm-hmm.
You can find it in social media, Facebook or Instagram under contact.
Yeah, I find them under Facebook a lot, especially if you don't see it on their website. If they have a Facebook page, it's usually there, some type of email for the restaurant. So I've been finding a lot of that way.
Okay, thanks. Has anybody, I know you were talking about LinkedIn, Tamara, and that's a great idea. Has anybody done something like send a connect message, maybe with a link to the flyer that you might otherwise mail them? Like if you want to know information, here's the scoop. Or is that like a no, don't do that on LinkedIn?
I sometimes attach it as a PDF in my message, but I've never
Oh,
put a
okay.
link in.
Okay, I
'Cause
didn't.
It'll allow you to attach documents, and sometimes people are afraid to click on links, but if it's an actual attached document, they
Gotcha.
will look at the document.
And we can do that even if we're not connected to them yet?
I don't know. I connect with people first, and then I have it auto fire an email back.
Okay.
Yeah,
Once it gets there.
Can't hear you, Tim.
Oh, really?
Oh,
There you
now we
go.
can.
Oh, you can. Okay, there we go. Maybe you can send messages to people you're not connected with if you pay for, like Tamara was saying, she pays the $70 a month. Otherwise, you do have to wait for them to connect back to you, and then you can send them something.
Okay.
Let's also keep in mind too, doing something such as your LinkedIn or a online type of connection, it's going to take you 4 times as many connections to be able to get your results. So if you go and you are trying to connect with somebody on one of those platforms, you may easily send that off, or you may be able to get at least an email address. But the way we find things that are most efficient is going to be when we get that piece of paper in those referral partners' hands, which is why we recommend doing the direct mailing.
Okay. Thanks.
All right. Any other questions from anybody? I think that was some great discussion on how to get some things done. I know Excel is a work beast, and it can also totally intimidate us. I know there's people that I think are pretty much geniuses that work on Excel with some of the things they can do. It amazes me. Always something to learn, and we don't want you guys to be intimidated. We're trying to show you how to do these tips to make it easy for you to be able to see what's in your quadrants and get great marketing out of it as well.
I went through just another quick way. I don't want to confuse anybody by any means, but I put with the longitude, latitude into Chat GPT, and attach the Excel document and ask that Chat GPT to divide that up into 4 quadrants, going from proximity and the amount of restaurants in each quadrant, going from west to east. And it did a pretty good job. I had to do it a couple times, but all of a sudden it did it. And then I just loaded it into Google Maps and it makes a nice map. So just another way, but that's the way I did it. Just wanted to throw that in.
That's amazing.
Mhm.
Great way to use AI. Are you on a paid Chat GPT, Mike?
I am. I pay the $20 a
Yeah.
month, and I think it's Chat GPT 4.0 or something. It's the newest one, and it does a lot more than the other one. So that's the one I've been kind of with anything. I just asked it, and then I said, can you, take this Excel document, divide it into 4 quadrants by zip code, proximity of restaurants, number of restaurants, and then a couple of times it took, and then it finally came out with a really good Excel spreadsheet.
Yeah, when you have to upload an Excel spreadsheet, we did notice with ChatGPT, it takes a couple times. If you have the opportunity to copy and paste, it seems to work a lot faster. But yeah, it's a great resource for something like that to really just break down your quadrants. And sounds like you basically just made yourself a logistics team.
Yeah, I did. Thanks.
All right, perfect. Angela, do you have anything else to bring to the table today?
Nothing new. I did just want to let everyone know when you try this at home, if you have any issues whatsoever in getting it to work or any questions on the filters or anything, that's what I'm here for. So you can just give me a call, shoot me an email, and we can walk through it.